Welcome back to another prophetic word with Michael, the Archangel Incarnate. I want each and every one of y'all to understand that this will be the final message that I have for you before 2030. And this final last message is about the fall of the Roman Empire. Before I go into it a little deeper, if you choose to do so, it's not a request anymore. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the all notification button. Excuse me. The enemy don't want me to tell y'all about this. And remember, I used to be always sponsored by the narrow path. For through the narrow path is the way to salvation. The broader path is the way to damnation. Now that we got that little bit of business out of the way, I want you to understand something. Shh. I see black people in the Vatican because the black Pope is not just a statement. It is not just a physical attribute of Robert Prevost. He is a melanated man who is passing for Caucasian from New Orleans, Louisiana, or how we said Louisiana. So I want y'all to understand the fall of the Roman Empire will take place in June of 2026. They will come to a head. They have already aligned themselves up with the American government by allowing the one who unalived the last pope to come to the Vatican again. See, when they allow these things to happen, and not only that the Vatican has a shrine to Lucifer in the basement that is not accessible to the public. But a lot of y'all don't take me seriously. So just understand, all the weather events that you're going to have this year in 25, I'm going to cause them so you'll see my power. The hurricanes and the tornadoes and the derechos that are happening right now on this date that I'm making this video on May 21st, 2025. Y'all need to understand that I have caused them all with my supreme authority because I am the one who upholds the laws, statutes, and commands of God's holy word. And for all of you who choose to test me, death is at your door. For all of you who have railed against me, death is coming for you. Death is your reward. Thus saith the Lord. It's not me. I just give the request back to the Lord and I let God, Abba, El Shaddai, my father, my actual father in heaven, because Yahweh is my younger brother. Haliel, who y'all call Satan, is the eldest. The pedigree goes, the pecking order goes, Haliel, me, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Simiel, Siriel, Aminadel, Liminal, Yahweh. So, we have a sister who y'all know as the death angel, Azrael. So each and every one of us have an EL to stand for El Shaddai, like a junior in the human aspect. But what I'm calling for is the end of the Roman Empire, which you will see. And in 3.5 exact years, nothing will be worth having. Your nice clothes, your job, your homes will be gone. For all of that is coming. For all of that I'm taking away. For all of that is your just due punishments for going in the ways of the world of Babylon. You thought the tariffs that this sitting administration placed on the world was going to be devastating? No, that's part of the chaos. And you call yourself a child of the Most High God, you must know this, but you don't. So just know, by the middle of next year, 2026, around Donald J. Trump's birthday, his creation day that he claims, Rome will fall. And all those Catholics who are part of the tribe of Dan, you're not welcome into the fold. All of those who go in the ways of the world, you're not going to judgment because your judgment is now. Everything from this day of my voice and what I'm saying to you forward is your end and demise. Your seeds will wither. Your children will expire. Your family life will be gone. For you don't know what you have done. You have railed against the second one to come, the one who was encapsulated in the Ark of the Covenant. What was in the Ark of the Covenant is not for you to know, but I will give you this so you'll know the truth. When John came up to heaven and I escorted him around, and when it was time to write the scribes and write down the scrolls and put these things into words for you to understand for your future, those 7 things that was swallowed by me was hidden in the covenant. I've been tormented for 41 years now. Thus, I will not dispute the devil amongst the body of Moses, for my Father in heaven is my vindicator. Quote, unquote. Jude 7-9. So you don't want to really keep testing the waters and see if they're boiling hot, because you are getting scorched. Time has come to a head. Time has come to an end. And that which you thought you had time to do, you thought it was time to get married. You thought it was time to raise children. You thought it was time left in the world. I have taken it away from you. For another video that you've seen will be called, and it was called, go look at it. For I have called for Gabriel's last trump. It is time to sound it, and it will be sounded on the first Sabbath in 2025 in the month of July, which would be actually July 5th. That number coincides with the 12. It equals 12. That is the number of counsel. That is the order of which it is coming down, because I have been supremely instructed to tell you so. So you don't have much more time, because the year 2030 is the end of God's 7 days. You don't have much time. So if you haven't aligned yourself up with righteousness by now, there's no need for you to do so. If you're planning your future is dark. You have no reason to do so, because Bilal, who you call President Trump, has led you from Chesarum, a peaceful place of last year, into Iridium, a dark demon organized place that gives you nothing but death, pestilence, famine, and ruin. This is my last and final word. And if you choose not to adhere to it, surely you are burning now on the inside, and you will continue to burn.